This was one of the most dangerous jobs in ancient times. In costume dramas, whenever they appear, trouble is sure to follow, and as the first witnesses, they were often the meal box keepers. The county magistrate might be ignorant or incompetent, but the night watchman had to be reliable. To the common people, the night watchman was far friendlier than low-level officials. Come rain or shine, the night watchman's rounds never wavered. Their duties mainly covered 3 points. First was telling the time, without modern clocks. Ancient people relied on the sun's shadow during the day, using sundials to convert these into exact hours. At night, without shadows, they could not accurately know the time, which disrupted daily schedules. So the night watchman emerged, constantly watching the timekeeper, striking the gong every hour. There were 5 time periods overnight, from the first watch between 7 and 9 p.m. to the 5th watch between 3 and 5 a.m., signaling the approach of a new day, and that people could rise and start their activities. Each watch had a different call or shout. For example, the well-known dry weather, beware of fire, was shouted during the first watch. This leads to the night watchman's second role, acting as fire patrols. In ancient times, only candles provided light at night, and houses were mostly wooden structures. If a fire broke out, given the technology then, it was very hard to extinguish. Therefore, early detection was crucial, and night watchmen vigilantly monitored the whole city. At the first sign of fire, they would beat the gong to alert everyone. For ordinary people, hearing the watchman's gong brought a sense of safety. This is why the night watchman was considered a high-risk job. They stood on the front lines against thieves, yet many still competed to become watchmen. Whether this is a blessing or a challenge, no one can say. This is the dream of many who hope to get rich overnight. An old house built entirely from this wood can be worth hundreds of millions. Location and facilities do not matter. It might only have 2 bedrooms and a living room. This is the value of golden phoebe wood, yet its seedlings cost only about 12 yuan each, ignored by passersby. This confuses many who hope to get rich by planting trees. Actually, golden phoebe is not the tree's real name. It is called true phoebe. It needs to be air-dried for more than 100 years, undergoing a maturing process, until the golden crystals gradually form. So planting a true phoebe today means waiting for several generations to possibly harvest golden phoebe wood. This is truly planting trees for future generations to enjoy, a family heirloom that lasts forever. Moreover, true phoebe's growth conditions are harsh, and it may face unexpected challenges. Most golden phoebe wood on the market today comes from old house timber and mountain wood. Because of their complex structure, they are usually made into bracelets. Nowadays, golden phoebe wood is increasingly scarce. If you have an old house, take a look. You can identify it this way. Take a small sample of wood and smell it. Experts, however, add cotton fibers to the clay, then use an iron hammer to repeatedly pound it tens of thousands of times, creating a texture like broken lotus stems still connected by threads. Not only does it look soft and sweet, but it feels like silk to the touch, making it irresistible. His family has been known as Tianjin clay sculptors for generations. Zhang has become a golden name card of traditional Chinese clay art to outsiders. All clay looks the same, but Zhang can distinguish clay of different qualities based on its adhesive properties. He prefers red soil rich in iron. Collected clay cannot be used directly. It must first be sun-dried to remove excess moisture. Large lumps removed, then sifted to filter out fine sand. But even this fine sand is too coarse for Zhang. To improve adhesion, cotton fibers are creatively added to the clay, then hammered repeatedly with an iron hammer to fully blend cotton and clay, achieving the broken lotus stem but still connected effect. Still, this clay cannot be used immediately. It must be wrapped in oil paper and aged for over 3 months. True clay sculpture is not as delicate as you might imagine. Zhang uses a wooden ruler to chop boldly on the clay block, defining the figure S proportions. This step relies on years of experience. Then, using only his hands, he kneads carefully, and the facial features begin to form to increase durability and resist the passage of time. The figure is fired in a kiln at 700 degrees Celsius. Though the heat strengthens it, tiny cracks may appear. These are filled with putty and smoothed out to achieve exquisite detail and vividness. The painting process can involve 30 to 40 layers. Finally, intricate patterns are added, bringing the figure to life with a finishing stroke. This is the authentic fragrance of the inner palace. Men on site kissed the soles of the shoes with delighted expressions, all because wearing them symbolized a smooth and rapid rise in status. Wearing these shoes was believed to bring great fortune in official career, with successive promotions by 3 ranks. The soles were crafted by layering fabric repeatedly, stitched with hemp thread through thousands of needles. This design is known as the 1,000-layer sole. Producing each pair required up to 42 tools and more than 90 precise steps. Simply sewing the 1,000-layer sole alone could take several days, demanding extraordinary dedication and skill. The materials chosen for the sole are extremely refined. Dozens of pieces of premium fabric, normally reserved for ceremonial robes, are bonded together with finely ground wheat paste. Then, the best quality hemp rope is used as the insole. This step tests the patience and strength of the craftsman, as the needle must pierce through several centimeters of fabric layers. The needlework is completed in one continuous motion. Day after day of such endurance grants each craftsman strong and skillful arms. The finished sole is dense, durable, and well constructed, thanks to the high-quality materials. The shoes feel very comfortable when worn. Only then can the shoes be considered truly qualified. Next, the shoe upper is secured to the sole. The stitches here must be neither too tight nor too loose to ensure a comfortable fit. The creation of a pair of cloth shoes depends not only on the master's skill, but also on enduring the elements of water and fire. During production, the craftsman repeatedly brushes the shoes with water. This allows the fabric to absorb moisture, preparing the shoes to endure rain later, avoiding surprises on wet days. It also helps the shoes release from the molds more icily after drying. This step is like the finishing touch on a painting, breathing life into the cloth shoes. Every craftsman feels a unique connection to the shoes they make by hand. Today, the 1,000-layer sole technique has been recognized as a national, intangible cultural heritage. This ancient craft of cloth shoemaking, while preserving its original flavor, is gradually adapting to modern life, renewing its vitality. Who would have guessed? that those alluring lingerie pieces that make you blush are actually crafted by a group of dedicated, middle-aged women. The demand is so large that these women have had to give up their public square dances to devote themselves to the important work of fostering marital harmony among the sea of flowers. There is a rare and sturdy green leaf here, from design to production. Everything takes just one day, and the next day it can be delivered to your doorstep. Every day, Lei strolls among countless styles on the shelves, amid a vibrant atmosphere. Yet he remains calm and composed. He is like a king, ruling over his kingdom of desire, exploring lingerie design and innovation from the perspective of human connection. Is Lei's daily mission. A good piece of intimate apparel must balance material comfort with appealing design. To achieve this, Lei steps into the shoes of women, immersing himself in their experiences. Thus, one captivating creation after another is born. Customer orders flow into this city like snowflakes, and customers never disappoint. Once, Lei felt awkward. As a man working in lingerie, but standing before the grand Buddha statue in Guanya, he realized, if I don't go through the hard paths, who will? Now, everyone who meets Lei Kongrui respectfully calls him sir. Why is lard so fragrant? You hardly find it nowadays. Remember when you were young? Almost every home kept a jar of lard, and it never grew tiresome, no matter how much you ate. Simple cooking could surpass even the finest delicacies today. Yet back then, China was still preparing to rise. Pork production was limited, and cost. Ordinary families could only render a few jars of lard per year. Due to limited farmland, priority was given to staple crops. Oils like soybean and rapeseed could not fully meet the people's cooking needs. With low prices, they quickly dominated, becoming the main cooking oil within a few years. To discourage the use of lard, foreign experts spread rumors that lard causes obesity and heart diseases, while overlooking their own overweight populations. That year, these foreign powers acted like a beacon. Thus, lard gradually disappeared from Chinese kitchens. But their ambitions did not stop there. The battle to protect staple grains was intense. In the end, foreign forces retreated, defeated and wounded. Just remember, when rendering lard, first blanch the pork to remove odors, then add some water to the pot. Add scallions and ginger to enhance the aroma.